What was your first job? Were you in hospitality?
No, when you're in high school, you walk beans when you live up on a farm in the Midwest.
Wait, what does that mean?
That means you walk in fields and you pull weeds.
Really?
Well, that's what it was like in the 1900s.
Wow. You're not that old. Live from Amazon Business Studios in Atlanta, Georgia, it's the Hospitality Hangout Podcast with the restaurant guy and the finance guy. And today we've got an amazing guest. We've got Debbie Stroud, CEO of Whataburger, with lots of stores. Debbie, welcome to the show. We're really excited to have you here. And I got to say, Jimmy, the finance guy, is not here. Jimmy, the finance guy, is in Chicago. You know what he's doing? Finance stuff. So it's just Shatsy, the restaurant guy, today. We're super excited to have you here. Tell us about Whataburger. What's Whataburger? What's Whataburger?
What is Whataburger?
That's what we want to know. What's Whataburger?
That's a fun story to tell.
Give me a little bit. Give me the background. I don't know anything about Whataburger. Tell me.
That's my favorite thing is to introduce this brand.
Let's go.
1950, our founder.
Okay, 1950.
Yes, it's our 75th birthday. August 8th, we celebrated our 75th birthday as a brand.
1950. Who's the founder?
Harmon Dobson. So Harmon Dobson built a hamburger stand in Corpus Christi, Texas. And he wanted to build a burger that was so big and delicious.
But McDonald's was not yet created, or was 1950? There was no McDonald's?
No.
Okay, so Whataburger. Okay, keep going.
So he wanted to build a hamburger that you had to hold with both hands, and that when you took a bite of it, you would exclaim, What a burger.
That makes that makes a lot of sense.
Way to describe a hamburger, and that's a Whataburger.
So then what happens?
Over the last 75 years, the brand has grown, and it is absolutely in the hearts and the souls of every Texan, but it slowly started to expand across the Southern Belt, and now we have
there's almost 1,200 locations, right?
Yeah, over 1,100 locations, and we just opened up.
I'm giving you the benefit. I'm throwing in a couple extra, because you probably have a few more that are going to open soon, right? And is it all franchise, or Whataburger's all franchise?
No, it's about 80% corporately owned and about 20-25% franchise owned. And
wow.
We just opened up in our 17th state, North Carolina.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so it's been an absolutely fun growth journey.
Now, today you hear so much about people franchising and have I think Dunkin' Donuts doesn't have any locations, right? But you guys you're sticking to that plan.
We are sticking to that plan.
Like why? What's I was on a panel today and we were talking about restaurants and investing, and all these people were talking about somebody I got 10 locations, do I franchise? I got 10 locations, I'm going to keep opening. I'm like, what do you say? You guys are 80% corporate owned.
Yeah, for many, many years, the Dobson family owned and operated the business. Mm-hmm. And while there were a small number of franchisees, up until about 5 years ago, there were really just a small number that were located in and around the Texas area. And it's just...
So was he just being a nice guy giving a franchise? He's like, there's my uncle, it's my cousin, here, you're doing terrible, I don't know, the oil isn't doing well, open a burger.
I would say that our franchisees are wonderful businessmen and women that...
But they had no relation to Harmon.
I would say that they believe very much in the brand.
Okay,
and so
over
a period of time, like you would expect over 75 years, these were folks that contributed to and built upon the Whataburger brand in many different capacities.
I love it. I got to tell you, it's unbelievable. So let's talk about, how do you become the CEO? For how long have you been there?
I have been at Whataburger for 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
A little over that.
A little over.
Yeah.
We'll say almost 3.
We'll say almost 3.
Almost 3 years. But let's go back a little bit and just see, how does one become the CEO of Whataburger, founded in 1950, what we believe was before McDonald's, but we're not 100% sure because I didn't check it. But I feel like when I saw that, the founder, I feel like it was in that 50s-ish, right?
Well, I worked for McDonald's for over 27 years.
That's what we were going to get to. So you were at McDonald's for 27 years?
And a half.
So is that the Harvard of, restaurants? Or is that the Harvard of quick serve? Is that, people say, going to work at McDonald's, it's like going to Harvard for restaurants. They're so good at systems and the way they do it.
I have so much respect for the Golden Arches. I learned much under the leadership and for the leaders there at that time.
27 years, I would think you learned something. And they must have treated you pretty well. You wouldn't stay there for 27 years.
They treated me great, and I have wonderful friendships and relationships. Where do you live? I now live in San Antonio, Texas.
But did you live in Chicago when you worked for them for so many
Initially.
years? You did?
Yeah, and then Raleigh, and then
Raleigh.
Atlanta.
Oh, okay, so you moved all over the place.
Yeah.
And then, so, what was your first job in hospitality?
Right out of college, I had an accounting degree.
Okay.
And so I'm missing the finance guy.
Yes,
And
he would love talking to you about accounting. So exciting.
But accountancy is quite exciting, isn't it?
Exciting? No, it's not. It's dull. My God, it's dull.
I had an entry-level position
For like one of the big firms?
for McDonald's Corporation.
Oh, so you went into McDonald's and you're a bean counter.
As a 21-year-old, a numerical engineer.
They even had cool names back then, huh? I mean, they even had
No.
cool. Okay, so you're a numerical engineer. That sounds very important, by the way, as a 21-year-old being a numerical engineer.
They didn't even call it finance back then. It was in the 1900s. And, we learned about how to make money from a restaurant business. And so there was a lot of conversation about food and labor. And
Right.
here I sit X number of years or decades later, and guess what I'm still talking about?
You're still talking about, but so how did you make, so you're a bean counter and you're 21, and then okay, now year 2. What, tell me what happens at McDonald's that you eventually got into the thick of the operations and the purchasing and the.
Listen, the restaurant industry has an incredible opportunity for anybody, no matter what their background.
That's a misnomer,
And
right?
you say yes to projects, you say yes to opportunities, you say no to a few things as well.
Right.
But there's so much opportunity to solve problems and just to help companies and brands expand.
So what was your second? So you're at 21 years old. You got a job. You're probably thrilled. Your parents are probably thrilled that you got a job. And at the time, that was a pretty big company.
Yeah, it is.
Because I mean, it's a big company now, but I mean, it was a big company when it's in the 70s. It was a big company like McDonald's,
Sure.
right?
Sure. So the first half of my career was really around working on all sorts of different financial projects.
Right.
And then I moved to Raleigh, North Carolina, and became a regional controller.
So that was one of the times that they asked you and you didn't say no. You said yes.
I would say that I pursued it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I would say
Did
that.
you want, because you wanted to get out of Chicago and go to the Carolinas?
It was known that a regional controller position was a dynamic, exciting position where you really could learn a lot about the whole part of the business.
Right.
And I felt like I had a lot of home office experience.
Okay.
And so,
So was that an opportunity, director of operations in that area?
no, this was still as a regional controller, so I was still in the finance area.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, well,
So you're still in finance.
We're going to have to fast forward this to really talk about Whataburger,
I
just
feel
so
like
you
we're gonna have
know.
it. All right, so enough of that. Forget McDonald's, okay? Then you go to Starbucks, another monster company.
Yeah, it's great.
And you were senior vice president at McDonald's, and then you get a call from somebody at Whataburger. And they say, we've got the CEO position. What's your first
COO?
And what's your first response? I'm at Starbucks, leave me alone? Or is it, what is Whataburger?
No, so I would tell you that Whataburger is an iconic brand. So,
Yes.
you knew that this was a special company that had culture, pride,
Right.
care, and love.
Okay.
And I was intrigued by their interest in growth. And I thought, what a great experience to take everything that I've learned through my career, through these other 2 large global brands.
Yep.
And what if I could go and help lead that, shape that, protect this culture,
Right.
having come from 2 other brands that
I
were
love it.
also founder-led. And how do I take this brand that is looking to expand to a more of a national footprint and help shape that and be a part of it? Because it's a fun chapter in one's career.
It is. Now, you probably have a lot of, I think what makes you really probably excited about this opportunity, because it's still a new opportunity. It's just 3 years, right?
Yeah.
And you went from COO
Oh, yes.
to CEO.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So, you saw McDonald's and how they did it. You saw Starbucks and how they did it. Is there things from those playbooks that you're like, I'm going to apply to Whataburger? No, I got my own playbook. I got the Debbie Stroud playbook.
Listen, there is, we are all shaped by the experiences, right, of the leaders
Right.
and, the problems that we solved prior. And Whataburger, having been a very successful brand for
75 years.
And it was 72, 73 years at
Right.
the time when I joined.
Right.
So, it's a meld. It was taking what they knew was a formula that had worked for them and then, blending in a little bit of, here's how I think we can strengthen these muscles to be even more effective.
Like the Cracker Barrel thing that just went on. From a CEO's perspective for you, what do you think about that? When you were coming into Whataburger, and we're just talking now. We're not. There's nobody listening. It's just us. It's just us, right? But was your first when you come into Whataburger? It's 75 years old, right? It's interesting, right?
Yeah.
75 years old. It's nostalgic.
It is.
The guy Harmon Dobson says, "I want to make sure Whataburger."
Right.
So you come in there, your first order of business, I suspect, are you thinking about logos and store redesign,
No,
or are you
you-
thinking?
no.
What are you thinking about? Like
You listen.
you listen. So
You
it's
listen
a lot
and
of
learn.
listening.
You listen and learn.
So you're going around to a lot of stores.
Yeah. You talk to our family members. That's who our team
Team,
members
so family
right?
members.
We talk to our family members. We talk to our customers.
Are you spending more time in the franchise, the 20% franchise, or is it no? I'm listening to everybody.
I'm in every market that we're in, and
So you're flying around a lot.
yeah, and you're spending time and you're learning. You're learning and you're falling in love with the brand, and you're finding out why people, when you talk about Whataburger,
Right.
they don't just say, "Yeah, I went to a Whataburger." I mean, I just talked with the guy on a conference call before I came down here.
Right.
And he said, oh, I'm in San Francisco now, but I want to, next time I'm back in Austin, he said, I get this feeling. And I said, so tell me about that.
What's the feeling he gets?
He said that it is an emotional connection. Like orange and white stripes
Right.
isn't a decor element or a logo, it's a feeling.
Right.
And
it is. I got to tell you, it is very welcoming.
It is.
When you look at it.
Yeah.
It makes you feel happy and nice.
It is. Do you know why Harmon Dobson designed our building with an A-frame and orange and white stripes?
But can you tell us?
Yeah, because
This is podcast gold.
Yeah, he was a pilot. And so he wanted to be able to fly over the restaurants and experience the orange and white stripes like you do in the airport. And unfortunately, Harmon passed away in an airplane accident.
Oh,
Yes.
he was a pilot.
Yeah, and the
what did he
best.
fly, like Cessnas or something like that?
I do not know,
No, okay.
but he
Did what he was loving. He loved, right?
and
Did
he
what loved?
unfortunately passed. And then his wife Grace,
Mm-hmm.
mom of 3 young children,
Took over?
took over.
Really?
And that was in a time when
Do you
I
remember
don't
when
know.
this was?
Yeah, in the 1960s.
Wow. So that was not, I mean, if he started in the 50s, wasn't that,
No,
how many stores did he have?
I don't know.
Yeah, we can look that up at
We
some
could.
point.
There are
Yeah.
all facts that could be checked.
Unbelievable. So you're listening and learning. You got the
Yeah.
75-year-old anniversary. What's going on? What can we expect? It's 75 years right now.
Yeah.
So are there specials or promotions? What are we doing? Or is it, no, every day is special? Like, there's
Well,
nothing.
every day is special, but the event that we held on August 8th is we did 75-cent Whataburgers.
Oh,
which
is that-
And it's a made fresh to order, fresh, never frozen beef.
Right. Is that Whataburger's fresh, never frozen?
That's
Oh,
right.
Okay.
And it is, we cut our vegetables in every single restaurant every morning.
Really?
Yep.
So
And
no sliced bags of
no,
veggies
no.
coming in.
Proprietary mustard,
Right. So that's what makes it delicious.
lettuce, tomato, pickle, onion
It's love.
on a 5-inch toasted. Yeah.
And that's what it is. I got to tell you.
It is love.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. And let's just talk a little about Whirl, right? Women in restaurant leadership.
Yeah.
That's a great organization. I saw a whole bunch of people coming in that I know, friends in the biz that are Whirl, and I said, it's a great, tell me a little bit about your involvement in that and a little bit about Whirl and what they're doing. And I know my partner Julie, my very own Julie, is a big whirler. I call her a whirler.
A whirler.
I'm like, what are you
yes.
doing? She's like, I'm like, what are you doing? You're whirling tonight? She's whirling. Yeah, she's always whirling.
Well, 2 years ago, the women of Whataburger had an introductory panel in Nashville
Okay.
with this organization. And, you know, it just speaks to, we have a lot of women in the restaurant industry that are leading. And so we've got a little bit of a she-suite that helps to lead.
I like it. I got to tell you. I mean, I think that anytime we can get the pool of talent to grow in hospitality, it's a win.
That's right.
So if it's like dominated by men, well, that's only half the population, so to speak.
Well, it takes all of us, right?
yeah. So yeah, right.
I've had wonderful inspiration, mentors, and leaderships that were both men and women. And
You need it. You need it all
That's
because
right.
what you were saying earlier, I think it's an industry that for some reason has this persona, perception, whatever you want, where people are like, oh, there's no future for you there. No, no. I mean, what's your real job going to be? You know what I mean? Like, that's so nice that you're working at Whataburger. Oh, what are you going to do later? Like, what are you going to do when you really get a job? I mean, like, what do you mean? And it's the second largest employer in the country, I think next to like the government, right?
Oh, you're talking about the whole industry.
The industry, the hospitality.
Yes.
Not Whataburger.
Possibly.
I mean, what? No.
Yeah.
Whataburger's got a lot of employees, but I don't know if it's that big.
It's like,
Yeah. No, that would be way off. But there is a future, right?
Oh, there's not even a question. I mean, I wouldn't have been here for
Right. So your involvement in Whirl really started a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's a great organization. And is Whataburger, is there something special you guys are doing to support this? Women in restaurant leadership?
I think we're supporting this in many other organizations,
Right.
you know, around like how do you help create career paths in this
Yep.
area. So whether it's the Women's Food Service Forum, WRL, or, you know, other organizations
Yeah.
locally, you know, this is just a part where you give back to communities. And I think that's a big part of again, the legacy of who Whataburger is. This isn't about only selling a Whataburger. This is about being involved in communities.
And it's a real culture, and you have to be part of the community. You got 1,200 stores all around the country.
Yeah, we talk about our culture statement as pride, care, and love. We take pride in what we do. We care about each other, and we love serving our customers, and that begins in every community.
What's going on with Dr. Pepper and Whataburger? What's the love affair? Is it because it's Texas?
Well, first of all, I think that they're a wonderful partner, and right now we have a
I like Dr.
blackberry
Pepper.
shake.
Really?
Yeah, so we have a Dr. Pepper shake every year, but this year we've spiced it up with their new
because
flavor.
they have a blackberry
Dr.
Pepper. I just saw. Yes. And it's like,
Yes.
to me, they can't look purple, and I just think purple sells. People like purple.
First of all, it's delicious. Let's
How
just
could it
begin
not
there.
be? Blackberry and Dr. Pepper? Do they have a diet version yet or no?
Not in the shake form at Whataburger, no.
Well, I don't think any shake's
No,
gonna be diet.
it's a little bit of an indulgence,
But yeah, I love Dr. Pepper. So every year, Whataburger collabs with Dr. Pepper for
Sure.
a shake, and I guess the love affair is you're both Texas born, and I mean everybody
Sure.
drinks Dr. Pepper in Texas, right?
That's right.
I love that show. I don't know if you know this show with Billy Bob Thornton, Landman. Do you know this show?
I am familiar.
Have you watched it?
Yeah, Whataburger's in it.
Wait, remind me. Tell me about. Let me hear this. I love this show. I
It's
missed
the
it.
episode when the daughter says that she's, hungry for,
Oh,
and he brings
Yes.
her home.
So is that by accident or that's a collab? Like you do that? Like your marketing team works with them? Or
We often get asked to be part of different
they have to pay
shows.
or they pay you?
You
or
know,
you
like
pay? Or?
No, this is about who we are authentically.
That's because it's
King
just...
of the Hill.
Right.
The season right now.
I haven't watched that in a long time, but Landman, that's my show. Billy
Sure.
Bob's the best.
Yeah.
And he's throwing down Dr. Peppers and smoking like Marlboro Reds like there's no tomorrow, right? Great character.
And bringing his daughter home some Whataburger.
Yeah, and there's a new season. It's like coming out like next month, I think, or something.
They film in Fort Worth.
Yeah, I'm super excited. So that's my favorite show.
I got my online ordering, Jimmy. I got my engagement. I got my loyalty. But now a lot of people are like, what's next, Jimmy? Back of the house, Jimmy. It's not sexy, but you know what? That's where you can make a lot of money.
And that's one of the things we're talking about Amazon Business. You have to live under a rock if you're not using Amazon for your personal use.
Free shipping, quicker, maybe a better price. And it's just so easy.
That's what they're doing in business, is giving that same type of scale and size and efficiency and reporting. And now they're doing smart ordering. They know what you're ordering.
They're a one-stop shop.
They know a thing or two about a thing or two.
So, do you have kids?
I do.
How old?
3 grown daughters, and I have 3 grandchildren.
Come on.
Yeah.
You have grandchildren?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right. So is it fair to say that quote unquote you've got a little more time on your hands with respect to you're not dealing with little kids now?
I have the same amount of time
Same
today as what I had when I was 24.
As you're saying, so it hasn't changed at all.
No, it turns out there's 24 hours in every day.
Right.
And how I choose
So,
to
yeah,
spend that time
It's a good
is
point. You
just-
have no more time.
I
Time
don't.
it's the only thing that it's not infinite. It's
It
finite.
is. You
We're
just
only
get
here.
you just get to choose like what you want to get an A in.
Right. So, how is your TV viewing? Like, are you giving time to that? Is it just Landman because it's Whataburger? Or like, no, there's some really good shows I'm watching. What are you streaming? Like, where are you going for, like, do you watch TV for entertainment? Or no. I, like, play, like, I don't know, solitaire or something.
No, first of all, I love TV, and I am usually current on all of the,
You are?
yeah.
So what was the hottest show you just watched? What is Debbie Stroud,
Oh, no.
CEO? No, tell, because people that are saying, I want to become the CEO of
Sure.
Whataburger.
Like Lioness.
I love that.
That's right.
Yeah, that's Taylor Sheridan.
Yes, it
this
is.
This guy's a super genius.
Texas.
Is that what it is? Is Texas just producing just the geniuses? Where did this guy come from?
I don't know.
Every show
You
I
should
want-
have him on your podcast.
Yeah, I'm just lucky.
If he opens a restaurant, then
So we're going to, so in Vegas, ranch that he owns, I don't know if it's the 6666, whatever his
yeah.
ranch is that he owns,
Yeah.
he sells meat. He sells steaks from his ranch.
Yeah.
So in Vegas, at the Wynn, last year, and they're doing it again this year, he does a pop-up.
oh, that's great.
And I'm going to it, and like, it's his pop-up, and I don't know, whatever his ranch is, it's like double R, whatever his ranch is, and you're getting the steak from his thing. He's doing it.
It's fun. When are you going to try a Whataburger?
Let me ask you, I'm in New York City.
And what should you order when you arrive at a Whataburger?
Okay,
Do you want to
so-
know what our all-time favorites are?
Hey, Debbie, I want to know, yes, I want to know what is Debbie Stroud's go-to order?
Patty melt.
Is that with the bread, like the slight, like so you have your own like Texas toast kind of thing?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
Sweet and spicy bacon burger.
Wow, you just.
And I usually get that in the junior size. And then limited time, this is probably my number one favorite burger, and that would be the Monterey Melt. But we only have that on a limited time offer.
Is that like Monterey Jack? Is it like spiced or is it just regular?
With peppers.
With peppers.
And cream. It's
I
just
love that.
fantastic,
See, Monterey Jack's my go-to on a burger.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
So your go-to order is the patty melt first and foremost.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And how much Whataburger do you eat a week, do you think? Like, are you going, when you go to a store, are you testing every store to make sure that they're on brand?
Yes, 100%.
And is it always a patty melt, or you got to always go?
Oh, no. It's a variety. I mean, I think our grilled chicken is phenomenal.
It is?
Yes, and our sauces are proprietary. And
what kind of sauce? Like, what's your go-to sauce?
Creamy peppercorn, jalapeno ranch.
I love creamy peppercorn.
Honey barbecue.
I got to tell you, this all is making me very, very hungry. Yeah, no, sorry. So I'm in New York City.
Yes.
Where is, like, I traveled to Atlanta.
Sure.
Is there a Whataburger here?
There are several here. We opened up in Atlanta a couple years ago.
In this area that tomorrow I can go to a Whataburger.
Yes, there's.
Drew, we're going to a Whataburger tomorrow. We're going to do our sandwich safari.
1490 is right up the street near Brave Stadium. It's about a 15-minute drive.
Is a Whataburger a sandwich?
Yes, it's our number one.
It is a sandwich.
Yes, it's Whataburger.
It is,
Yes.
right? Do you have hot dogs there?
No, sir.
No hot dogs.
Not at this time.
Is that breaking news? Should I be bringing in breaking news music?
Somebody once told me we have What a Dog trademarked. I don't know if that's true or not. We can fact check that.
I got to tell you, What a Dog would be kind of good. I would like to see What a Dog. What's the last thing that you Googled? What's the last thing that Debbie Stroud, the CEO of Whataburger, 1,200 locations, 80% owned, 20% franchise, favorite is the patty melt. What do you Google? Like, what did you just Google? And don't say something like, what the F is the hospitality hangout? Because I know that's what you're thinking.
What did I last Google? Maybe what did I last chat GPT?
Same thing. What'd you chat?
I was probably, I know what it was.
Right, let me hear.
I had a call about AI. And so I asked a little bit more about what are the top 5 ways that AI should be incorporated into your business.
And how was that experience?
It was a great experience.
It was, right?
You know what? I think it was a great starting point. I don't think it gave me the answers. I think it gave me great questions to ask. And so I'm a curious learner.
It's a good bullet pointing thing, right?
Yeah. It helped me ask better questions.
So how are you using AI? Like, because people are throwing around AI, like AI. I changed my name to AI. My kid's new name is AI. Everyone's AI, right? Everything .ai. I have a company. It's not only is it from San Francisco, but it's .ai.
Technology to me is something that through innovation you can help people do their jobs more effectively and efficiently. It does not replace human connection. And that's a big part of our brand,
100%.
It's very much like the human connection is always going to be part of our warmth and why you remember coming to us.
So is it just learning more about like the consumer behavior maybe, and your marketing people can do something with it?
It can help us generate better labor schedules. It can help us track data and get us answers about where to focus more efficiently.
Because if I'm making a schedule, even though I'm using a scheduling platform, but how much better would it be if it can take 10 years of historical data, like so many data points you couldn't possibly even fathom. And he says, this is the most optimized schedule possible.
Most of the tools today are letting it run in the background so it can get smarter and so it understands.
So what do you think about robots? Like, do you see Flippies coming into Whataburger, or like, no, that's never happening? But you can't say never. Is that like?
No, it's not. I would never say never. Like, I'm always curious about what the future will bring. But, our fresh and ever frozen, it's very much about having in it, the grill is the heart of our kitchen.
Right.
Particularly with our beef.
Yeah.
So,
and it's all fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Never frozen.
Oh, no. Ranch to restaurant.
I mean, you say it like, there's, I think a lot of restaurants, they're frozen.
No. You will take a bite of our burger and say,
no, what a burger. That's what you're going to say, right?
Right.
Yeah. So robots, you're like, hey, yeah. I mean, if you tell me that it's going to be operationally efficient.
There's a lot of equipment that are advancing, whether, you can look at our grills or our toasters or, certainly our POS systems. All of that help you become more intuitive and more efficient. And that should allow our people to focus on the customer and their experience.
All right, let's talk about Debbie Stroud, the mom, right?
Yes.
What is a day in the life? What time do you get up in the morning? What's your first thing? Is it coffee? Is it I work out? What do you do before give me the day of the CEO of Whataburger? This is what we want to know. You got 3 kids, they're grown up.
I don't think everybody
24
really wants
hours
to
in a
know
day.
this. I'm a pretty boring.
Are you making your own coffee? Are you pushing a button? You're going out? Do you drive to the office every day?
It really does depend. I'm often in the office on
You're a grandma. You
on
got 4
Mondays.
grandkids.
I have 3.
3 grandkids.
Most every week I do a little bit of both. I'm in the office, and so you're holding, meetings with key leaders about
Right.
some strategic decisions, and then I always try to carve out a couple days a week to go out to the markets and visit
See
with our
what's doing.
restaurants and see what's doing, because that's where our customers are.
Okay, now do your kids all live near you?
They do not.
They do not.
No.
So seeing your kids, that's like a whole, so vacation for Debbie Stroud. Like, is that, like, you've got 1,200 restaurants. You couldn't see every one of those restaurants if you visited one every day, you wouldn't hit everyone.
That is
how
correct.
how do you have time for vacation? And when you do, where you go? Where do you go for vacation?
Family's very important to me.
Okay.
So family and friends are very important to me.
So Christmas
So
this year, are you taking off and where are you going?
my husband and I will probably fly to Chicago and visit both of our parents. So we're both lucky.
Both your parents are
All
still
of our
alive.
parents are still with us.
You are? I'm an orphan.
Yeah,
I mean,
so I'm-
because my parents died, I meant.
I'm really fortunate. So we
Yeah.
will visit with our families.
That's amazing.
And capture as much of those special moments.
So your mom is a great grandma.
She is. She's
that's unbelievable.
88 and living on the farm.
That's unbelievable.
My dad is 90.
She must be thrilled.
My dad will turn 91 in November.
Now, do they get to see the great grandkids alive?
Sure, we mostly come to them now, but
Now, when you go there, are you bringing Whataburger with you? Are you thinking, is there one in Chicago?
there is not one in Chicago.
I mean, that sounds silly to me.
Can I tell you one of my favorite moments?
Yes.
So I moved to Texas.
Okay.
And I'm telling of course I tell my mom. She's, like any mom, very proud. And
Yeah, 100%.
so a farmer that farms her land comes and sits down at her kitchen table and says, "How's the kids?" I'm the kid, by the way.
Right.
How's the kids? She's
Well,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, Debbie just moved to San Antonio." And he said, "What's she doing in San Antonio?" And she said, "Oh, she went to go work for this burger joint."
You're still her baby.
I know. And he leans in and says, "Whataburger." And my mom was blown away. She's like, "Yes." And he threw his hands in the air and he's like, "I love Whataburger." Like, that's the response.
Yeah.
So it gave my mom a little bit of
Pride
taste
and
of
the
the fun
Yeah.
that we
So
are.
did she ever think when you had that first job, McDonald's, like,
That wasn't my first job.
oh, what was your first job?
Well, I mean, I started working when I was 14.
What was your first job?
You walk beans.
Were you in hospitality?
No, when you're in high school, you walk beans when you live up on the farm in the Midwest.
Wait, what does that mean?
That means you walk in fields and you pull weeds.
Really?
Well, that's what it was like in the 1900s.
Wow. You're not that old. I mean, yes,
Was the 1900s.
Yes, well, yes. Yes, it was the 1900s.
Okay.
It wasn't the 1800s. This
No.
I can assure you. But okay, so after the bean walking, what was the next job? What was the job before McDonald's?
I was a cashier through college.
At a restaurant?
Nope, at a
Retail.
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 Yeah.
Got it. Okay. But did your mom ever think like,
No. No.
no, she always
Of course
loved,
not.
She always loved what I was doing. She always I loved it.
Yeah, listen, I do not take that for. I am really lucky.
Yes.
I've got a mom and a dad. I grew up with love.
Unbelievable.
I grew up with love and support, and to this day, like, they just cheer me on. And
I love it.
my mom is grounded, has common sense, and like really good guidance. And my dad is a little bit more the risk taker, say yes to things, and I'm somehow a blend of both of them. And what a
Fantastic.
gift.
So you wake up in the morning, you do your whole thing. We're going to take a vacation. Our
Yep.
vacation may just be to Chicago to visit the family.
Yep, or with the family to get the grandkids and the girls all together, because I like to gather them. I love having everybody back under the same roof.
Makes sense. And then what's your go-to coffee order? Like, are you because you worked at Starbucks,
Yeah.
are you like, I can only drink Starbucks? Like, no, I can do Dunkin' or I could do my local. Like, what do you do?
I would say my morning coffee, I do enjoy a latte in the morning.
From Starbucks, or do you like making something at home?
Or made from home.
What do you do, an
An
espresso, or are you using the Keurig?
Oh, no, espresso.
Okay.
An espresso
Dr. Pepper and Keurig, like splitting up.
I hear that.
Yeah, I hear that,
Yeah.
right? So I
Together,
feel like...
but apart.
Yeah, like two separate companies. I just thought it was a little interesting that we talk about Dr. Pepper. Okay, so you use your Nespresso.
Yeah.
And
Or-
which
yep.
color are you?
It's a blonde espresso is what I use.
Do you know what color that is, Drew? What
Gold.
color is that?
Gold.
Okay. Yeah, we were talking about the Nespresso. That's like a higher end machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that. Okay.
I bought it during COVID and I've never looked.
And how far is the office from you? Like, how do you go every day?
Yeah. Well, unless I'm getting on a plane to fly someplace else.
And when you're flying, as the CEO of Whataburger, do you have a preferred airline? You're like, I gotta travel on Delta, or is it
No.
America? You just wherever you're going.
Southwest.
Southwest.
Delta.
Now Southwest.
American.
Now they're
United.
assigning seats now on Southwest. Is that going to change your opinion?
No.
Because I thought Southwest, you just go and you just grab a seat, but now they're going to be like,
Yeah, no.
so you don't care about that.
No.
Gotta tell you, you really are unbelievable. You really are an amazing woman, Debbie Stroud.
It's not quite as exciting.
It is. I'm telling you, it's exciting.
Listen, my focus isn't on me. My focus is on people that put on the orange shirt every day to take care of the customers. So that's our brand.
Would you ever think about doing undercover CEO, like putting on the orange outfit and going in? Have you done that? Do you do that? Do you sneak in and just put on the outfit?
First of all, I'm a customer plenty of times.
Right. Do they know you're coming? Do you tell them?
In some cases, yes.
You tell them?
In some cases.
How come you tell them? Like, wouldn't it be better to sneak attack on them?
Like even if you just repeat those words back, do you think that would feel good, like a sneak attack?
Well, we wouldn't tell anybody.
I know,
I mean,
but
that'd be hard. Like, in your mind, you're like, I'm a sneak attack. No, it doesn't sound very good, but
Right.
you're the
So-
boss. Sometimes you gotta catch people doing crazy things.
Here's what I would tell you. Here's what I have found over my 30 years of experience of working with people is that you give people a chance to shine. And
Yes.
you listen and create space for them.
So you want to let people know that you're coming just to make
For
sure.
the most part. Yeah, I'm a customer plenty of times.
I got it.
arrive at my local Whataburger all the time or in other cities. If I land at 9 o'clock, I might go through the drive-thru. And that happens plenty. And
Right.
and we get great feedback from customers besides myself. And we love that.
Are you doing more with drive-thru than you've ever done before? Like, is that a big part of Whataburger? Do you have a lot of drive-thru? Are you adding?
We have always been, drive-thru has always been a
Since
Yep.
Harmon days?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Well, I mean, it wasn't when it was a
Right.
hamburger shack.
Yeah, okay.
But yes, it's always been a big part of Whataburger, and we have 2 lanes, and
Are you trying anything with AI, like with the voice assist or
we
not?
do. We have that in test in a few locations.
What do you think of that?
I would say that there are great possibilities for it.
Right.
If you think about, particularly, we're open 24/7.
Right.
So if you think about those times between, 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., it might
Maybe
be.
you don't have to have somebody manning that
That's right.
position.
So there's opportunity. I think we are still in the early stages of figuring out how that might.
But I did hear a couple of brands recently, Taco Bell, saying they weren't happy with it. And then someone said, well, that's because it was their own technology. I mean, McDonald's kind of pulled back from it. Like they had the tiger tail or one of those
Listen,
tails.
this is all going to emerge, right? Like
Right.
what
It's gonna come.
what I feel fairly comfortable in saying is that it's not going to not be part
It's
of
not going
it.
to go away. It's just going to
Correct.
continue to evolve and get better and better
Right,
and better.
and what pieces of parts
Right.
can it help you with without losing, again, the human experience, which is, I think, a big part of our hospitality equation.
And what do you think about when the license plates, when you're in the drive-thru and they read the license plate and then that can then identify who you are? But now some people are saying that is that do you like that, or as long as they opt in, or is that cool? Do you like that whole thing?
Yeah, so at the San Antonio airport, as an example, that's the only way you can get in and out, and that's Metropolis. And
Right.
so if you want to park in the parking garage,
You
you
gotta-
are signed up.
Yeah.
Now then, we're experimenting actually with them to say, could that be a more effective way of payment, at a restaurant? But to your point, I would say we want customers to opt in. I would say anything forced on anyone never doesn't feel great. So, but we have a lot of customers that would say yes to that. They say yes to this in our app, like how to be more efficient and effective with digital ordering
Yep.
or with delivery. Why wouldn't they be just as effective with payment through a drive-thru?
Yeah, no, it seems to me that,
Yeah.
listen, I mean, the retina scan, and if that identifies me, I think it makes it anything.
We have Pop ID at several of our locations in
Do you like that Pop ID?
Yeah, I mean, that works well too, but it's
works
in a
well.
very contained student population where.
So I love that you're open to look, I'll try everything. And in the right application, the right setting, the right unit. I got
That's right.
1,200 stores. This might not be right there. This might. But I love it because for me as a restaurant guy in New York, the only way that I ever knew what to use on the tech side was to try it. I mean, I used Open Table in 28 years ago when it was a startup out of San Francisco. They came to us in New York, one of our restaurants, and they're like, we have this whole thing that you can have a screen and you can take reservations. I'm like, we don't take reservations. We have a red book,
Right.
And we write everything down. And then if you're 6 or more, we'll write your name down. And if that, you just put your name down the front, go have a drink at the bar, and it was incredibly efficient because. You would just be like, oh, hi, your table's ready. And you never had an empty table. It was
right.
different, right? But so, yeah, you got to try things, right?
Yeah. Our customers will guide us.
I got to tell you, I love it. Listen, this was great. I got to ask you one more question, okay? This is a big, 2 more questions. What's your Uber rating right now, Debbie Stroud? Are you a big tipper on Uber? Do you have
I
a 5?
assume I'm 5 stars, but
You assume?
I haven't looked.
You got to look. We have
No,
to.
when you're nice to everyone and you're pleasant and respectful, you don't have to worry about your rating.
Wow, good answer. I got to tell you.
I give 5 stars. I think I get 5 stars. That's just
See, I
think that's
give
the
5 stars.
equation.
I don't think I'm always getting 5. You know what it is? I think it's my New York. I just
When
think
I leave, I'll look it up.
Are you? Will you let me know?
I will let you know.
All right, and here's my last question to you, and then I'm going to let you go because I think you have like a panel or something you have to do, or a more important thing than this. How do you take your bagel? How does Debbie Stroud order a bagel? Like, what is your bagel go-to order? Like, you come into New York, it's like the bagel capital. Maybe someone will argue, but I think it is. How do you get your bagel? What are you doing?
I would want an everything bagel
Everything bagel,
with some plain schmear.
just some cream cheese.
Yeah.
Toasted?
Oh, yes.
Toasted.
I didn't know I needed to say that.
I think you do. Like, some people, they don't want it toasted.
I did not know that.
Yes.
100% toasted.
All right, I got to tell you, this is unbelievable. Nobody told me to wrap up, so I'm just wrapping up.
Okay.
I got everyone standing around. Nobody said anything to me. Debbie Stroud, I got to tell you, CEO of Whataburger, 1,200 locations. You're a rock star. You're running we got the World Organization. You're doing Dr. Pepper stuff. You're eating bagels toasted. You're traveling around. You got grandkids. You said it all. Unbelievable. We're super excited to have you here. And I did. Cheers, everybody.